It's number 8, senior baskets. Friday shopping, Lisa got a list, 20 people?
22, I think.
20, I thought it was an even number,
Oh.
either 20 or 25. So she has where resident senior airites, she has a list, address, so we thought we could, do the shopping and do the dropping off.
So what are we going to make these baskets? What are we gonna make them?
Of,
What are the baskets gonna contain?
I just think kind of comfort
right.
food, so, soups, crackers,
Maybe tea.
maybe, a
cocoa.
little tiny
If you
chocolate
wanted to.
something, or a tea or a cocoa, but just basically warm, comfort, winter foods, but
Then they're easy.
mostly soup, I think, would be nice.
Yeah.
So we
Things
can
that are
kind of
non-perishable, so
head
they
to,
don't
I
go-
thought we could head to Michael's and get some kind of container that could be reused, just whatever.
Yeah.
They've got like winter little things that can, affordable little reused stuff, unless Ocean State Job Lot, someplace or something they can use afterwards. And then we can, I don't know how Sam's Club is with soups and stuff,
I
I'm
did
not
look,
sure.
I looked, when I was in there, and I did, just so everybody's aware, I did look at, baskets that you can buy online.
Oh, yeah.
They're really expensive, there's nothing that's affordable, and
There's not much in
it's
it.
ridiculous, there's not much in it for
It's,
what you.
you're paying for them to make it,
Yeah, you're just paying somebody to make it, man,
Yeah.
it's hardly anything.
right?
$5 worth of food for $50.
Right.
So,
We'll give them credit, $10 worth of food.
maybe.
So, yeah, so this is definitely the route. We don't mind being the one, and we don't mind being the face,
Yeah.
Parks and Recs volunteering, delivering
Yeah.
and stuff too. I'm fine with that.
I'm really happy to do that too.
So, okay, so do we think that Sam's Club has more than just the regular
I think-
big, huge, too big can of soup, or
We've
more of
got-
a
I think
Hannaford's
we've-
and Shaw's?
I think
And
that's something we can discuss later, but yeah,
Okay.
we can make a variety.
All right.
Stops.
sounds good to me.
Well, if we're making 20 to 25 baskets, you can get 20 to 25 big,
Yeah.
cans of.
Like they're okay. I
They're
just
individual-
don't.
individual-
No, they're
bulk
like,
and break
they're
it
like
down.
individual
Yes.
serving can,
Oh, good.
Right.
I just don't
Cans.
picture the school
No.
cafeteria.
No.
No, sorry.
No, we're not making a big pot of soup, but you can buy.
You can
in
get
bulk.
25.
You can get like
Individual
12,
serving.
you can get 12 cans of soup.
Okay, and I hope they might have, something a little more artisan than just Campbell's kind of thing.
Well,
so.
and yeah, that's why I'm saying, we could stop
Yeah.
there, but we can also. go
Well, and
into
even there
the-
can be a filler or two of the basics and then add one or two.
Yeah.
You could also buy like a block of cheese.
Yep.
To go with, cheese.
We
and
have to,
crackers.
if we have to worry about refrigeration, we
No,
can
no, no,
think about
But there's
that. but-
cheese
It's
that
the-
is not.
Oh, yeah,
In the
okay.
bulk, like the Hickory Farms
Yeah,
things.
Hickory Farms and a block of cheese. and a
Oh,
turkey
yes,
stick.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, the sausage sandwich. Yes, okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Or pepperoni or whatever.
And I'm happy with any of that kind of easy, something everybody's gonna, just like and easy to snack.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Pumpkin collected at the transfer station. I was there this morning. Can't hear you. I think
See, we're nice.
we are. Very nice. We are. We do.
Trying so hard.
Yes, we don't. Yes.
Oh my God, sorry, that hurt.
So, me too.
That's
So,
worse for me.
pumpkin collecting at the transfer station. I saw Matt this morning, and I asked him, I said, Lisa had reached out to you, and you were fine with that. And he said, absolutely. And I said, do we need to bring a tote, or do you have something? He goes, oh, no, I definitely have something around here, no problem.
Yeah,
He goes, if somebody comes asking. So we can definitely post on Facebook that if people are willing to recycle their pumpkin buckets, if they're looking to rehome them or recycle them, that they can ask at the transfer station office and they will have a collection bin.
Okay.
Do you want to post that? Okay. Did we take care of dumpsters and porta potties?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Chase Park, we got a use form. I think we'd all seen that. It was a no problem
Didn't get
approval.
used.
They rescheduled to the 13th. We'll see if that happens, but I just think it should be on record.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and the dumpster, I
Was
think,
there-
is still in. Anybody who's the only thing is with Chase Park is anybody who's using it now has to carry out.
Yes.
which is, oh yes, that's understood.
It's understood, but we need to tell them that because obviously
We don't want to leave yeah.
we don't want to leave.
And out of all the groups that borrow, the Scouts are the number one carry in, carry out. So I have,
I understand that. You just,
But yeah, it's a good
you
reminder.
need to just say it. Hi, by the way, because the
a
park
good
is officially
reminder.
closed,
I agree.
you got to carry out your garbage because Yes, there's a big dumpster sitting there, but it's
Guess
not
what
gonna get it.
happens all winter with that dumpster with the ice fishing?
They use it all year. I bet they do. You have to be grateful they're not throwing it on the park, though.
Yes.
I mean, what can you do, right? There's not much you can do. Okay. Um,
And I basically told him that we were, it was pretty much, I think somebody called him and tell him, because he hasn't called me,
I called. Yeah.
and said, hey, I need to get in.
Yeah, no, I called them.
And they haven't called me to say, we want to come get it.
Oh, no, they don't. They leave it there. They left it last time.
all right. Anything else to add to the committee reports?
No.
Skate park. So Lisa had tried to get the truck. Are you gonna reach out to Naomi and see if there's a schedule or a sign-up sheet or something?
Yeah. Try it out.
Did
Like,
John
it's
reach out
out
to you
here.
to pick up the fencing or no?
No, he did not.
Okay,
I don't need his help. I can do it. Well, I need
Cutting
him
the
to cut it
fencing.
if he's gonna cut it, yeah.
yeah. I think if you tell him, I'm going,
I was just gonna go over it because I heard that there was something else in there, but that's all.
yeah, there's a trash pile. I had taken pictures of it, like the boards were all just laying there.
So weird. 'Cause I
Um,
picked up everything when I picked it up. I picked up everything, so I don't know what's in there now.
I think another
Well, it may-
ramp.
it may
I think
be
another
all
ramp
under-
at its demise.
It may be all under ice now, which means it may not even go anywhere until,
Well, at least the
It'll
fencing, the
thaw.
fencing could be removed still, because that is a danger.
Yeah.
Let's try town truck. Okay. All right, so I reached out to Narberry email. I didn't hear back yet. It was one of those generic submission forms I did a couple weeks ago. So I don't know. I'm hesitant just to pick up the phone and just kind of cold call, because I like to write things down a little bit better. I might mail them a letter, because I kind of roll that way. So I'll keep on that. But in the meantime, we did do the Facebook poll,
Yeah.
and I just kind of made notes about that. I can't say the last name, Harris McCullum.
McCallum, yeah.
Yeah, he wrote back one of the most helpful things. He really thought that the layout was pretty good. It had pretty good flow. So to even fix up the quarter pipe we already had, but to do like a fun box or a pyramid in the center,
Yep.
and then he said a banked ramp or a quarter pipe opposite of the other quarter pipe. And then ledges and manual pads like around the edge. And that's kind of what I had pictured too. So I really liked what he had said. Most people definitely said quarter pipes, half pipes, some type of, a lot of people want half pipes. And I realize that's a lot bigger, a lot more expensive. So I'm not sure if that's feasible, but people were definitely, anything, all of the above, like you can't go wrong. There's not
is there any
something.
rules over at that skate park or any posting of signage?
It's closed from dusk to dawn, and they're not allowed to use it during school hours. But I think that's all we have posted on it.
We also may want to put use at our own risk.
It might be on there. I haven't taken a picture of the sign lately.
I think
I don't
it
remember.
might be.
But half pipe was definitely the most
Yeah.
stated was half pipe. Definitely some quarter pipes. One person did mention, so three people mentioned the pyramid.
One person mentioned making it bigger.
Yeah. Oh, somebody else said all concrete. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's definitely some
Yeah.
big ideas. A bowl.
Yeah.
Some that are unobtainable. A Euro gap, which is like a step-up jump, and I think that's just like a little more beyond a ledge pad
Yeah.
bar kind of thing, which kind of seemed neat. So I felt we got some good feedback. So that was great.
Awesome.
I made notes. Yeah, I was really happy. It was a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people. And 3 of them specifically stated a park that they really enjoy going to that we could look at for ideas.
Is
Keene, Hopkinton was one, Keene
Yeah.
was another, and Plymouth was another.
Yeah.
So
Road trip.
that was awesome.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Those are
Hopkinton's is huge.
Yeah, those are.
And it's in the, actually, if WAC.
Is it a concrete park?
Yeah, if WAC actually has basketball, usually they,
They're not having basketball.
The signups just came out.
Yeah, they're not having it.
Middle school is having
Oh, it's the
basketball.
it's Chris.
WAC is not.
Okay, so the school's having
The
basketball.
school is having skills and drills season in cohorts. So the cohorts that they attend
Okay.
school in, they're doing skills and drills.
Okay.
It is not a traditional basketball season. We don't know if the league will have game plan if they do, that won't happen until January.
Yeah, because WAC used to play we used to be in the same group as Hopkinton, and we used to play over to Hopkinton. I was about to say, if we were over in Hopkinton, I could take some videos and some pictures, because theirs is huge and concrete. It's right off the road at the high school. It's beautiful, but
Yeah, we can't do huge and concrete, but it is nice to see what other people did. Maybe even flow, that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So I do like that. All right, is there any more?
Christmas tree.
Oh, thank you. So tell me, who sent you what?
So John called me and said, it came up at the Board of Selectmen that they would like to see Parks and Rec put up a tree at the gazebo. And I said, used
That
to
must have been
always
yesterday. It
one.
must have been yesterday's
Must have been.
Board of Selectmen
We used
meeting.
to always have one, and Parks and Rec didn't have anything to do with it, to my knowledge. So I don't know who did it, whether it was.
Historic Society.
It could have been
maybe?
Historical Society, it could have been the Garden Club, it
Conservation,
could have been, it was not Conservation.
Okay.
One board member thinks it's illegal for us to put a live tree in there.
Illegal?
I don't know what, because of fire hazard, I guess,
Yes.
I'm not sure.
I would imagine it was probably because of a fire hazard.
So anyway, I don't know what was in there, whether it was a live tree.
But
or
if
a
John
big
just
tree.
calls you, that's not like it's an official decision or anything like
No,
that.
it's not a decision, it was a suggestion and that we were asked to discuss it.
Oh, well, we can discuss it.
Yeah.
What does everybody think?
I love the idea of having something there, but I would have wanted to have done it the weekend before Thanksgiving.
And with a tree lighting and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Well, we wouldn't
a
have.
socially distanced.
I still think we would have had difficulties pulling that off, but I do agree, it would have been nice if we'd had a heads up for this.
I would think that
should
we need to
probably
set
put
it
in
up
the
for next
Bible.
year. That's something that, hey, we're gonna do for next year.
Because over on Toby Hill, they've got the cut your own $25.
Right on Concord Stage, they've got the guy that's got the trees, like 40
Somebody
bucks.
would have
Yeah.
donated a tree,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
It's just the manpower of the people setting it up. Somebody has to have a stand,
Yeah, and I
and
think,
somebody has to want to put it in.
I do think that we could
Then we have to water it, right?
potentially put lights up, though.
There is electricity
without-
there.
Because there's electricity there.
Yeah,
but we
there's
could
electricity
put
there.
lights up, so,
Or
Lights,
you could just put
lights
lights.
up on the gazebo or lights up on the tree?
on the gazebo
For this year
for
or?
this year. We could.
Somebody'd have to buy lights and somebody'd have to take the time to hang them.
I've got lights in my house, but I can't guarantee what they'd be. A string of red and a string of blue and yeah.
It is kind of late. I mean, that's, if you want to put lights up, I'm fine with that. I have no problem with something like that getting put up. But yeah, the tree next year, I feel like that would be nice. And maybe we could have a tree lighting next year with no COVID.
And put it in the budget, so obviously you're getting.
Well, if
something
we got a tree
Something
donated,
that's, well, yeah, but you still gotta,
I have 3 tree stands.
I think we could probably get a.
I mean, the only problem
we could
is
probably
I,
get a free fake trees that somebody would, you know what I mean, I'm sure. Or we can get a.
Would you
live tree.
want a fake tree?
Not really, you know how I feel.
Yeah.
I hate.
well, the only thing is I don't know if I'd wanna put one in,
There's always been one in the gazebo.
Dunbarton puts one in their gazebo.
There's always been one in the gazebo. The town has insurance on the gazebo.
You hope.
Would we have to get permission from the Board of Selectmen, like an official voting type of
I
thing?
don't think so.
well, the only other thing is
The gazebo's underneath our whatever, we can put a Christmas tree or any kind of anything.
I thought
wherever
that too, but I guess it's a shared one with the town, because when we got that approval, when we got the use form for the car show,
Oh, that was different though. It's just
Naomi
because of
signed
where
off
it
on
went.
that.
It's just, yeah, but she could sign off on anything if
That's
she wanted.
true.
well, the only other thing is,
I agree.
I don't wanna,
Can we table it till next year?
yeah, let's table it till next year.
Let's put it on next September's, October's.
I would do it in September.
Yeah, vote in September, get our ducks in a row. Okay. Pretty soon we have
Do
to,
we need to tell John that we're not going to do it? Lisa?
do you need to follow up with John?
Only because at this point, we just,
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah,
have
we're all
time.
varied.
We don't have enough resources and time to do it right now.
All
Um, Okay. I wanted to write one more, budget numbers for Naomi, okay. September, Christmas tree, Chase Park.
No, not Chase Park,
At gazebo,
gazebo.
I meant that.
I know you did.
Yeah, that was supposed to have that in September. I didn't see that line item. So November, December, in Karen's Bible, the weather looks right, put up the ice rink, ask the fire department, fill it up with water.
No, I
Think about next year's activities and what you want to do. So, we're getting close to January. This time is slow, allows you to get ready for spring and summer. Might be a good time to sit down with the calendar. Tentatively come up with times Park wants to do events. Use the town hall sign to advertise events. You can and should book that out a year in advance at the town office. Typically, we use it for advertising. Swim lessons, Halloween party, snowflake festival, etc. My thought is if we needed it now for an event and couldn't get it, book it for the same time next year. And if a year comes and we don't need it, let the town know. That's just fine.
So
we
we
have-
wanna, let me go back, so if we're thinking about needing to book the sign, when are we gonna start taking applications for Chase Park?
February.
So we need to get the sign booked for February.
Okay, and that's Karen that books. Somebody has to physically come here and pick up the, so first of all, we don't have a sign.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be put in until the ground thaws, because they ordered a big, brand-new, beautiful sign,
Why did
granite posts. Huh?
Why?
I don't know why they ordered a brand-new sign. Board of Selectmen voted to do a brand-new sign.
That was an Eagle project.
I don't know if it was rotten. I have no idea. I never looked at it close enough. I was supposed to do the letters last year. I never got them.
So then,
So it's a moot point right now, but yes, we will definitely, I mean, we could,
we
I-
have our sandwich board.
we do have our sandwich board. We could probably ask permission to put the sandwich board where the sign was. I think we
It's so
just put
little.
it there. I don't think we even,
Blow over.
we could put it by the gazebo. It doesn't blow over because of the way it's like this.
We just put a center block in the middle of it. Or a sandbag.
So we could do that, well, if we do that in the winter though, it's gonna get covered in snow.
Yeah.
So I think that,
I think we should just post it.
just online posting it and sharing it on the group pages, I think that'll get enough
Do you want me
attention.
to message, oh.
Okay.
I'm offline again. Never mind.
So if you're saying we need to book it a year in advance,
It's a moot
So like
point.
if we wanted,
no,
no, it's not a
right,
moot
but hang
point for
on.
the next year, the end of the year.
right, but, okay, so next year Halloween's on Sunday the 31st. Are we going to do our pumpkin hunt on Saturday the 30th?
We usually do
Or-
Sunday, the week
Well,
before.
So we're gonna go the week
Did
before.
we decide Sunday was good or bad? Sunday afternoon was better? After church?
I would just stay at the same time, it seemed to work.
I like the morning, but we can't do Bolton Park if they have football. Because,
We only
That was
lost
Friday.
like 5 or 6 pumpkins there, I think.
Okay.
I don't think it was,
But we need,
Yeah, but it was it wasn't a town thing, right? So we had people that didn't.
I specifically know someone picked up pumpkins at Bolton and did not bring them because they went hiking and they didn't come out of the trail in time.
Yeah.
And they were Ware residents. They contacted and wanted to let us know because we were counting pumpkins.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's 1 or 2 that went somewhere else, but that's not saying somebody couldn't drive by from Hopkinton and get out and take them off the fence.
right,
Yeah.
So,
if we are going
but
to
if we're, all I'm saying is if we're booking this sign out a year in advance, we need to book it for October, the week before October 24th, we need to book it for our pumpkin hunt.
we need to also probably book it for when the park's opening. Like summer.
Yeah.
We can always still say, well, we're always hiring lifeguards.
I think we need to put it, we need to see when it's available in February, so we can have it for our March meeting.
They're not gonna put it in the ground until it's defrosted, so that's mud season. The frost usually doesn't leave the ground.
Even still, we're just
Sometimes
trying to,
March,
right, so we're looking at April, sometime in,
sometimes it's May. All right,
But we can
So-
ask for that to be updated on the town website, that we're
But the other thing we can also
accepting
do
Chase
is-
Park applications,
How,
right?
who controls the one down by the fire station?
The fire station.
that's a lot of texts.
Only 3. The fire station controls the one down by the fire station. Or the safety complex controls that one over there.
Right. And whether we can get onto that one or not.
I think if we post on the town site, we're good.
Yeah, I think I'll just keep it on the town site then.
The hiring, town site, and Facebook.
Yeah.
That's plenty. But the pumpkin hunting,
So we need to do it.
we can
Oh.
reserve so if we, let's see,
So it's the 24th is the Sunday before.
Yep, the
So we need the
24th.
week before the 24th.
So like the 18th to the 24th, do the
Yep.
sign.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
If you're saying we gotta book it a year in advance, then we need to book it.
Please post. For Chase Park. Yeah, what do we wanna do, February 1st?
For what?
Job openings for Chase Park, have them posted February 1st?
Well, we want to get them February 1st, because we want to be able to.
No, we
have-
wanna put it out on February 1st. We wanna have them by March 1st, so that we can then set them up for interviews for March, so that we know in April.
Because we have to present it to the Board of Selectmen for April, and then we open up in May.
January 15th?
No,
You can start it, you can,
February 1st.
February 1st.
February 1st.
They get 1 month.
Okay,
February 1st to March 1st, and then we can start interviewing in March. That's fine, yep.
that first week.
Who's gonna think about Chase Park in February?
We are.
We are.
But it also lets people know, okay, I've got a job for the summer, I'm good to go. Or I've gotta find a job for the summer.
We have done the Snowflake Festival for years in the center of town with ice skating and music, DJ, and food. We've done this by ourselves, and I believe a group at the fire station. January, we need to think about the town report that's published each year. Each department's asked to write a little blurb about what they're doing. It may be helpful to look at old reports to get an idea.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Naomi will
that.
be asking for write-up soon. I have last year's, no, I have 2018's right here. She did a page and a half. There was a little blurb last year. So this is definitely something we can talk about in the, so it'll be the 2020 report, because I'm sure they publish it the next year, right?
Yep. Because it comes out, that's
So-
what they put out around.
We should talk about
Executive
CIP for the tennis courts. We should talk about the warrant article for wages. I think this comes out right around that time. You can pick this up at the voting, so it's available a little bit before that. We should talk about, I don't know, we could mention the senior baskets if we wanted to.
We
The
can mention our
pump-
activities.
Pumpkin hunting, yep. We could talk about
The Chase Park stuff. How much better Chase Park's looking?
Sparkly Chase Park.
The trees coming down. Hopefully, the tree that came down.
We can see we can talk about possible plans for the skate park. We can talk about possible plans for a Christmas tree. I don't know if you guys want to do
Can we
that
talk
too.
about
or-
some of the problems that we had, like, that we had, we had a couple of issues that involved police and, our employees handled those things, that kind of thing?
Well,
Or is it
that's-
all just
No.
positive stuff?
Well, that's kind of when I wrote that little blurb, it kind of touched on that.
Yeah.
So if you write it, it could be some way like that, working, enforcing the rules, maintaining the park, cleaning it
Yeah.
beyond sparkling with all of the smile. rough start with the delayed in hiring. It's been difficult at times enforcing the limited capacity, turning people away, even at times collaborating with the police to keep the park safe. So maybe something, I don't know. We can read what other people have done. This one was, I didn't know we had a mission, but we have a mission, in case anybody's wondering. Where Parks and Rec and its members are committed to the mission of maintaining, improving, and protecting the town's recreational facilities and to offering recreational opportunities for all Ware residents. Residents interested in supporting park mission are encouraged to join the commission as a member of the volunteer on various park projects and activities. Park wishes to thank, and it was Karen Stogner and Randy, for their vast knowledge and countless hours volunteering. They had resigned, greatly missed. I don't know if we want to mention them. I don't know if they were mentioned last year, because they left technically in 2020. They left in
Karen left.
January, didn't she stay till January? So
December.
Randy left in April, so he should be mentioned, because he stayed on
We should
until
be mentioned,
April
yes.
of
Yeah.
2020.
And Karen actually helped quite a bit this year.
Yeah, so we could
She
definitely.
answered the phone and listened to me cry, and yeah.
And the park welcomed Pam and Dave, and we have Lisa, the new director. We look forward to working, that was when they welcomed me in the 18 one. So what they had written was, park continues to work with many local sports events. We don't have to get into this now, but we can talk about it at our next, I guess we would give it to her in January, I would think. She wrote, January. Well, it doesn't hurt. I don't know if you guys want me to write something up and pass it by you guys, and then,
Yep.
what do you think? Do you want me to do that?
Sure.
Or does
Okay.
somebody else want to write it?
I think you can actually.
Pam, are
go-
you chomping
I
at
think
the
you
bit to
can
write it?
I think you can actually go on the town's website and actually look at the town report.
Yeah.
I have the printout from 2018.
No, I mean for 2020. You can go on the town website and you can.
Well, not yet.
No, for last year's.
It's right here. So, sorry, I own them all. So last year we wrote, we did thank Karen last
Yeah,
year.
I think I wrote it.
And then I think Naomi wrote it.
Oh. I thought I wrote respectfully submitted,
I
whatever.
thought you.
It
I
says
thought
everybody's name at
you
the
wrote
bottom.
it. You kind of took you took the 18 and kind of
I
twisted
did, I
it.
twisted.
You might have,
I took
okay.
the old one and I rewrote it. I remember doing it.
Did you write, you'll certainly miss Mr. Mike Sullivan?
I think we all wrote it together, but I put it.
I have no recollection.
I remember
of
you
this
putting
at
it
all.
together. I remember you putting it together because I remember sitting doing it.
I remember Naomi emailing saying, do you have something?
Yeah,
'Cause
we're
it's
like,
due tomorrow.
oh, what?
Yeah. Anyway, this is last year's. We talked about field day, talked about, Washington DC, talked about we hired a company to clean up, repair Bolton Field, so I definitely mentioned a little bit of everything. Hired a detail for Chase Park, that was beneficial. We partnered, Pam partnered with the Ware Public Library summer kickoff. All right. So it talks about the capital improvement and everything like that, so we can definitely. Chase Park's another busy season. Big thanks to Chuck Metcalf, who assisted with the swim lines, many
And son
thanks.
Chris,
Hmm?
and his son Chris.
As a courtesy to alleviate congestion, lake residents were offered an opportunity to reserve a time slot for boat launching. Right there in the town report in 2018.
Yep.
A
Yep.
large crowd during the 4th of July
Wasn't
holiday
it
prevents.
wasn't until we tried to do it that somebody threw a fit.
Well,
Thought we were
it got
doing something.
advertised.
Yep.
Police detail will be considered for the 2019. Unfortunately, swim lessons were not offered due to lack of instructor. End of park cleanup was conducted by the staff. Yeah, I don't think we have the budget to do swim lessons. I mean, if we did,
I
do a
wouldn't
good
do it now anyways.
hmm?
Now anyways.
You wouldn't,
Nope.
Would-
Can't have groups.
no, with no COVID. I'm talking post-COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Everything in my
we're not
mind
gonna
is
be- We're not gonna be
post-COVID.
doing that until 2022 anyway, post-COVID. We're still gonna be mask wearing. I hate to burst your bubble.
Yeah.
They're not even talking about the vaccine being enough to be distributed until the middle of.
They gotta have little fast, like, rapid tests, so like you're gonna, like, better availability of rapid tests. So you want to go into a restaurant to eat dinner, you get your rapid test as you're walking into the restaurant. It has to be clear
That
before you
sounds
go in.
great. Can't even get it, we have employees that couldn't even get tests. this
I
week.
know. I understand. I heard your troubles too.
Oh, that was horrible. We have teachers who are out because they can't get their test results back from 7 days ago in my school.
I understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like your idea, it's just gonna take a little while.
What else do we have left to discuss? The future business, I think, is gonna remain future business.
Well, the
Yep.
buoys are done,
Well, not
Picnic
yet. We're
tables.
getting closer.
but the picnic tables are done. We can take the picnic tables off future business because they're done.
They were taken care of?
Well, it's winter, it's put away.
Well, that's true. Dirt piles at Purrington, we have to still talk about that sometime.
Yeah. The fields did get aerated. Inison got aerated. Purington did not get aerated because it's in such poor shape he didn't dare. He did put some, I got a phone call, this was like 2 weeks ago. I got a phone call about the baseball field. They put some seed down to try to repair that because we had a lot of damage on the baseball field this year, even though I was up there watering it every single day.
What,
It was-
at Purington?
Oh, Bolton.
It was dry before we even,
Yeah. We did
So,
not-
yeah, but how was it after, what's his name used it?
Oh, it's fine. It didn't cause, no, it wasn't damaged by use. We didn't allow very much use of it. We even pulled them off a couple of times. When
No,
it
I
was-
mean from the football guys.
Oh, the football guys? I actually didn't go back and check it, to be honest. But I know that there was some, it was still not great, because they had to reseed, but I don't know if that's because of football. I don't think so. I think we just had a bad year.
must be hard to say one sport versus another too.
Yeah, I mean, I would have had to have gone and taken pictures and then compared afterwards, and I didn't, so, sorry. But we did stop use of baseball a couple of times where I told them that they couldn't use it. Because when I did that, I made them go practice elsewhere. Because, I was getting feedback from our irrigation person and from our lawn guy, Mr.
Stackhouse. Anything else?
Didn't do anything.
Then I move that we adjourn at what,
21.
8:21?
I second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
First vote we made tonight. Unanimous. We work so